What is grief? Grief is the natural response to losing someone we love. It is the ache that settles in the heart when a cherished presence is no longer beside us. It is the longing for one more conversation, one more embrace, one more shared moment. Grief can arrive as sadness, anger, confusion, numbness, guilt, loneliness, or even fear. There is no single way to grieve. There is no correct timeline. There is no right or wrong way to miss someone who mattered deeply to you. Each person's grief is as unique as the love they shared. When we lose a loved one, our first instinct is often to run from the pain. We distract ourselves, we stay busy. We try to convince ourselves that we are stronger than our sorrow. Yet the only way through grief is not around it, but through it. We must allow ourselves to feel it. We must give ourselves permission to mourn. Healing does not come from avoiding grief. Healing comes from learning how to walk alongside it. Grief is not a problem to be solved. It is a process to be lived. It asks us to slow down. It asks us to listen. It asks us to honor the love that remains long after a person is gone. Your grief deserves a voice. Talk about it. Share your memories. Speak the name of the one you have lost. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to remember. Allow yourself to feel. There is no weakness in grief. There is only love searching for a place to go. I see your loss. I see the emptiness that follows someone who mattered deeply to you. And I want you to know that your loss matters. Your pain matters. Your love matters. Sometimes it can be helpful to ask yourself a gentle question. If my grief could speak, what would it say? Would it speak of longing? Would it speak of gratitude? Would it speak of regret? Would it speak of unfinished conversations? And then ask yourself another question. What do I need in this moment to sit with my grief? Perhaps you need silence. Perhaps you need prayer. Perhaps you need a friend. Perhaps you simply need permission to be exactly where you are. The first step in healing is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean approval. Acceptance does not mean forgetting. Acceptance simply means acknowledging what is true. Someone you loved has died. Your life has changed. Your heart has been wounded. And yet, by accepting the reality of your loss, you stop fighting against what already is. You stop exhausting yourself trying to outrun pain. Do not run away from your grief. Do not hate it. Grief is not your enemy. It is love wearing the clothes of sorrow. The death of a loved one is not the end of your relationship with them. A chapter has ended, but the love remains. The memories remain. The lessons remain. The ways they shaped your heart remain. Their physical presence may be gone, but their influence continues to walk beside you. One of the greatest misunderstandings about grief is the idea that healing means moving on. You do not move on from someone you deeply loved. Instead, you move forward. You carry their memory, their wisdom, their laughter, and their love into the next chapter of your life. Moving forward does not mean leaving them behind. It means allowing their love to continue shaping who you become. As you walk through your grieving journey, there is another burden you may need to release: guilt. Many grieving hearts carry guilt. I should have done more. I should have called. I should have said something different. These thoughts can quietly drain your energy and keep your heart trapped in the past. Yet most guilt is born from love, not from truth. You are human. You did the best you could with the understanding you had at the time. Offer yourself the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is releasing yourself from the endless punishment of replaying what cannot be changed. If you're wondering where to begin, there are a few gentle steps that may help. First, practice acceptance. Second, seek support. Grief was never meant to be carried alone. Consider speaking with a trusted friend, a counselor, a spiritual guide, or a grief support group. But there's something deeply healing about being heard by people who understand. Sometimes, sharing your story can make the burden feel lighter. Third, keep a grief journal. Write your thoughts, write your fears, write your memories. Write letters to the person you lost if that feels meaningful. Let the page become a safe place where your heart can speak freely. Fourth, remember the joyful moments. On that final day, when my casket moves along, do not think my soul stays here. Do not think I'm gone. Do not weep for me. Do not call it tragedy. Losing truth and tears and fear, that is tragedy. This is my union. This is my return. What you call an ending is the place I burn. This is my union. This is my return. I am not leaving. I am going home. When you see my body still siding in the ground, do not cry, I'm gone. I am not lost, not found. This is my meeting with the one I love, the eternal embrace, the one beyond, above. This is my union. This is my return. What you call a sunset is where I rise and burn. This is my union. This is my return. I am not fading. I am going home. When I'm laying earth, do I say farewell? The grave is only a veil. Every seed that falls rises into bloom. Why would you see darkness where there is no doom? This is my union. This is my return. What you call a prison is a garden I have earned. This is my union. This is my return. What you call death is where I am reborn. Do not look for me here. Look beyond the veil, within your silent heart. Your song will never fail. Sing within your silence, and I will rise to hear. Not gone, nor lost. I am all